The deadline to respond to the 2020 census is fast approaching, but response rates are falling short.
The census is performed every 10 years and is a process required by the U.S. Constitution. News 15's Cassie Sherm is live and she looks into how this affects Louisiana. Cassie?
Well, Jasmine, Candace, when you go to your mailbox, you may be seeing reminders like this one here to fill out your census if you haven't already done so. But it can be pretty easy with all this chaos going on right now, trying to get kids into school and dealing with this pandemic, to just kind of toss it to the side and say you'll get back to it later. But if you don't get back to it later, it could be pretty bad for the state.
There's a lot in the forefront, but right now what's ongoing that's going to impact us, for the next 10 years is the 2020 census.
Nolan Jolivet, the director for census in the governor's office, says it's important to respond.
There's a count that, that happens so we can see how many people reside within each state.
The counts are used to determine federal funding for things like fire departments, highway constructions, school lunch programs, and even hospitals.
It'll shape the future for Louisiana and your parish and your city that you live in.
Here's a sample of the survey. It's about 8 pages long, but you may not have to fill everything out. The survey asks for things like age, date of birth, and ethnicity, but it will not ask you personal information like bank account numbers, social security, or immigration status. Right now, Louisiana has the 9th worst self-response rate for 2020, with more than 40% of people not responding, and they're worried we'll have a large amount not participate this year.
In 2010, you had Hurricane Katrina and Rita that affected the count. This time, you have COVID.
With the deadline moved a month earlier to September 30th, there will be more reminders, just this time with masks and social distancing.
Expect a knock. Someone will probably come to your door.
But to keep everyone safe and protect Louisiana's future, Jolivet says just fill out the form.
If you love Louisiana, you want to make sure that you can respond to the census so that we can help and better shape the future of Louisiana.
And to help get people out and do that census, they've made it easier this year than ever before, allowing people to fill their census online at census.gov, and you can fill it out on there. It's the first time, but if you can't go and get internet, you can always call, and they have a number for that as well. In Lafayette, I'm Cassie Sherm. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Cassie.